man there. Winston Reid, he gets away with it. Randolph, you always say to a centre forward, head it down, and he certainly did that, but Randolph was up it.
That was the other goalkeeper, Simon Mignolet. It wasn't apparent really at first viewing. The ball's come back off the inside of the post, but he did get a touch. And then the follow-up, which wasn't quite difficult.
It's a good free. Bumping into his own man. Winston Reid, he gets away with it. Randolph, you always say to a centre forward, head it, and he certainly did that, but from this angle.
It wasn't apparent really at first viewing, but the ball come back off the inside post, but he did a touch. And
the follow that ball certainly going in.
You said, Stuart, going a bit longer in the latter stages.
But he does well here. Goes past one or two challenges, and what a good finish it was from Antonio. As the ball takes the deflection off Flanagan and lifts over the other into the far corner. Somehow he adjusts his feet. It's a really good volley. There's certainly no chance for Mignolet. That's a difficult technique that he uses, using the inside of his right boot, back away. It was made by this man, Valencia.
It's Antonio's fourth goal, West Ham's colours, and two of them now have come against Liverpool. 1-0 to West Ham at half-time.
tuna. New episodes land Mondays at 9. National Geographic Channel.
A look at all the fifth-round fixtures in the FA Cup, with the glamour tie taking place at Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea host Manchester City, while Arsenal face Hull in a rematch of the 2014 final. All the matches available on our Fox family of networks. Liverpool Football Club hoping to lift the trophy for the 8th time, but they'll have to rally against West Ham United to stay alive in the competition. Second 40 minutes from Upton Park coming up next.
There's no one I'd rather hit the road with.
No one I'd rather have dinner and a movie with.
No one I'd rather lean on.
Being in love is an amazing thing. Being in love with your best friend is everything. Introducing the Ever Us 2-stone ring. 1 diamond for your best friend, 1 for your true love. For the one woman in your life who's both. Ever Us. New this Valentine's Day at Jared K. and Zales.
February is huge for us. $6 even in our and chicken and bacon lunch melt. Our footlongs are a big deal, but the media is going a little crazy.
I am in heart now called Sub with an incredible amount of accumulation inside that now seems to be selling out on the streets. I have never seen anything like this before.
Enjoy all our delicious classic footlongs for $6 each, all February at Subway.
Saturday, Big East contenders are on the hunt for the regular season title on Fox. End of Crit Prop. Then Trayvon Blewett and the high-octane offense savior take on Bob. A Big East doubleheader tips off Saturday at 11:30 Eastern, continues at 2:30 on Fox. Spawned by Jeep Grand Cherokee.
This is 911. What is your emergency?
I have OJ in the car. He got a gun to his head. Tell the police to back off.
Tonight, something big's happening here.
It's on every channel.
Good for you, OJ.
We're still in the game. It's all the big cases that melt down.
I deserve to get hurt.
I want him to finish this day alive.
Is that a gun?
I want him to be for what he's done.
Versus Simpson, all new tonight at 10 on FX and FX Now.
They're larger than life. Standing 12 feet tall. And there's nothing else like it. Monster Jam on FS1. Hold on to your seats as these legends of dirt unleash their power. Unleash the fans. Monster Jam, 2:30 on FS1.
It's the UFC on Fox Sports 1. And they're slugging it out. Wow! More now! FS1. Welcome to the Ultimate Fighting Champions.
FA Cup, West Ham United and Liverpool. Here's Martin Tyler and Stuart Robson.
offside. So Benteke had to take it under control. Now Coutinho. Team Payet had a great on for West Ham. Coutinho do it for Liverpool here.
It's sometimes said, Stuart, that the kicks right on the edge of the area, they're just a bit too close to get the ball up over a wall and back down again, but there are other ways, of course.
That's why quite often from these sort of positions you actually go down the side of the wall and hit it with such pace that the goalkeeper hasn't got a chance to react. It's very difficult, as you said, to get it up and over the wall with any sort of pace.
Coutinho, on his comeback, he's missed the last 9 games for Liverpool, and he's done just. And he squeezed it in, and it's 1-1, and they've got a goal. Under the wall, they've scored again. Excessive in terms of the celebrations and top standards, but the players know what it means. They're back in business.
Hopes the clever bit of play from Coutinho. He meant that. Wasn't lucky. He knew what he was trying to do. The ball had to roll along the ground, and he did it absolutely perfectly. The wall just jumps a fraction, and no chance for Randall. Not much of a celebration from him. He just has to be careful.
Well, credit the manager for the selection to bring Coutinho back in. And West Ham will probably have an argument about whether the free kick should have been given in the first place, but it was given. They didn't defend it properly, and Coutinho was cute for them. But it did emphasise the problem. You can't really try to get it up for the wall, but there's always a chance that they will jump, and you see often players try it. Doesn't always work, but it's worked this time for Jurgen Klopp and Coutinho.
Well, that's the one thing we didn't mention. You meant it was too close to go up and over the wall. I said it's the right thing to go down the side of the wall. We didn't even mention it going under the wall.
And here comes Liverpool again. Great way for them to start the start. Good hands. Randolph
just trying to really get the bend on it he was looking for. And he was free at the far post. It's a poor cross in the end from Ibe. Good start to the second half for the game and for Liverpool here.
Coutinho. A little bit of against West Ham. He was actually sent off Coutinho in the 3-0 home defeat, which was such a shock. West Ham began the season under Slaven Bilic with a wonderful run of away successes. They were the best of them. Here's Valencia. Noble scrapes it back to Kouyaté. And coming across here. There's no communication between Roger East and the assistant.
Roger East just shakes his head. Thinks that Valencia went down far too easily there. The ball played in by Payet.
Back for the Hammers' hopes continuing in the competition and giving themselves a chance of a trophy last season in this stadium. The capacity of their new home, the Olympic Stadium. Valencia. Well, to do the sort of thing that Brad Smith done that part of the pitch so well in the first half.
Once again, that was started by West Ham going longer into their front players.
Payet, Noble, and, blocked by Ilori, the crowd of West Ham players. Ogbonna.
sure that West Ham, when they try to play out from the back, any sort of real creativity. There's that ball forward, two players mixed there, with the same ball. Duarte and Valencia.
Tonight for West Ham, for the player who scored the winner in the last round, Nikita Jelavic. Oh, and pressure here on Mignolet. And he kept his cool to make sure his side kept the ball. Continue trying to nick it forward. Lucas. Not really have control possession, West Ham. Investigate whether Lucas really is a capable central defender. Here comes Smith. And White tonight. Gleaming. And here in East London. Many changes. The mix looking again, as it did before West Ham took the lead. Scaia.
Not about his job quietly, isn't he, Chidivea?
Hyde. Determined play from a front. Retrieved by Coutinho. And defensive work by Antonio.
It's one or two tactical reaches from Klopp. Behind with the player chasing back against Valencia.
Lucas. Here's Smith. And played it and ran. Gary O'Brien, West Ham.
Himself a free kick though. Did sense that Liverpool getting on top of this game after that equaliser.
In one area of play which hasn't brought them an end product yet. Here's Benteke there against Reed, his movement and he looks pretty sharp. Big Belgian tonight. Coutinho in towards Smith. Hold was coming. He took no chances with Ilori. The greater shine and the polish of the yeah. How you perform, it's what that performance brings at the sharp things. Teke. It's up and striking out. Smith carries it on. Brad Smith comes out to Benteke, and it's hoisted Bonner. I think with the push for a handball before as Benteke controlled the ball initially.
He's had another shot block. This is the one you're talking about. Looks like Mav come off his. That's great. Smith doing well again. And he gets the cross in. Benteke again can't do much more than that. He's hit the target. He's trying to hit through the ball. Adjusted his hand. Now through Sturridge. 56 minutes.
10 minutes gone in the second half. A productive 10 minutes for Liverpool. A little bit extra.
see the arm of Quartet come up, as it does there again. But Mignolet has to be stronger.
Teixeira was the first player to go off for Divock Origi. And Coutinho, because of obviously the time he's had out, he's given less than an hour here, but the latter minutes and that cleverly thought out free kick, making it a better situation for Daniel Sturridge to make his comeback into.
This could be half an hour he's on for. Do go to extra time.
Right, Ilori. Yeah, it'll be over now. Still more than 30 minutes of the 90 to go. Living up to his name, but taking one touch too many.
Did well there, Chirivella. Couldn't see a pass. Turned away from the challenge. Won his team a free kick.
Substitutions making it absolutely clear that Jurgen Klopp wants to win this in 90 minutes. Hyde.
Interesting to see how Liverpool are going to line up in that front area. Origi, Sturridge, Benteke. I think the two subs are going to play off Benteke.
Liverpool's next game against another team in claret and blue, Aston Villa, away on Sunday. Of course, they're struggling at the top of the table. The Europa League comes around, then the Capital Cup final, the League Cup final. It was a busy January for Liverpool, probably just as busy in February. Next round of the FA Cup isn't till March. With the fourth official, Charlie Breakspear.
Such an important role in the side. Benteke's in there as well.
Short with a corner, Cresswell. Need away by Lewis, and here come Liverpool on the counter-attack. Benteke, got Smith to his left. Got Sturridge, who's offside. Well, almost spot for choice there, Christian Benteke. Aston Reed's got a problem.
Well, as he was running there, running back, he was charged back and then just pulled up. There you see it. Oh, hamstring's gone. That's a real blow for West Ham. Of course, they've got Collins on the bench. And this was a big opportunity. 5 at one point. He just leaves it too late to make the pass. Christian Benteke as well stepping up. Well, he's had his injury problems over the years, Winston Reid, but he's been a good player for West Ham after that World Cup for New Zealand.
Collins is ready to replace Winston Reid, and I would suggest that's not just for the remainder of this game, but for a few weeks to come.
You're absolutely right. The way he pulled up there in the full sprint, not good news for Reid. Not good news for Slaven Bilic.
A reliable customer, and Collins in a couple of spells here.
I can never quite understand is why the substitute's not ready. Got to get his shirt on, he's got to put his shin pads on, do his tie-ups.
The answer for that is it's the modern way. When Daniel Sturridge was looking to the bench, surely he couldn't have tweaked something a few minutes on, but he was happy with his choice of footwear.
He's got to go off the pitch, so the official says.
Having waited such a long while to get back on it. Back on now. West Ham back on the ball because they've got a free kick.
And in the face, I think. Laurie, the player, is in the box with him. Really good play from Antonio. Plays it one side of the stick, goes the other. Yeah, there was a tug in the box on ball. Arm may well have got there. The referee didn't see it. He certainly had a chat with his assistant. He obviously didn't see it either. He's lucky. Marking on the wrong side. Then had a grab at his man. Got away with it.
Picked on by Benteke. Here's Origi, and there's three-pronged attack now. Origi, of course, who Benteke is a Belgian international, and indeed got into the World Cup squad in Brazil. And Benteke had to drop out for injury. Never made his name there.
So he's playing on the left-hand side of that front three. Well, let's hope Collins hasn't got a whack that's going to cause him a problem here.
He's a warrior. Noble. Obiang. Sorted out. Slaven Bilic almost went onto the pitch then in frustration. Challenge. And his man Obiang is complaining about it. Bilic hard on the heels of the penalty shout, falling on deaf ears. He's not a happy West Ham manager at the moment. But the rivalry in his past, because he's an Everton player, wasn't he, for a while? Involved in Merseyside derbies.
Very cultured centre-back. For West Ham and Everton in the Premier League.
He loves so much about English football. He's not overpleased that West Ham are leaving this stadium, because he thinks it's a tradition that's going to fall by the wayside. Chirivella. Much worse than that challenge. There goes Kuye again. Trying to slide forward. He does provide goals from midfield. Payet, who certainly does. And they were worried about challenging him in the box with those dancing feet, but they gave Liverpool to win it back. It's right on the money here, Stuart, isn't it?
It certainly is. Some heavy challenges going in, some good challenges as well. Now to get him right into the game. Payet been in his best, as he wasn't in the first game.
Given away by Chirivella.
Haven't said that too often, have we? Chirivella does a decent job in that central midfield area.
His first start, remember. There are a couple of options. Jordan Henderson, James Milner could come on and replace him. The chances are he could go the distance, however long that is. Noble. 350 games for West Ham. And the match at Southampton the weekend. And towards Antonio. Such a strong runner, and he get the ball to feet. He will run in behind. He thought he got a corner then, or maybe he didn't, but some of the fans did.
Right enough under his control, always going out of play. The referee gave the goal kick. I think the assistant referee gave a corner.
Payet. Good pressing by Liverpool, which is part of the Klopp philosophy.
There's that push again from Lucas. Not happy coming for those balls in the air. Just for his own protection, so he doesn't get a whack in the face, just gives the front player a little nudge.
The free kick short. O'Brien. line back on. That's not to say that he's quite in control. There will be a different line of attack. You have to take groggily. As you say, Stuart, rightly not risked for any further action. So we've got 15 minutes plus, of course, the potential of extra time here. But we're approaching the stage where if there's another goal, it could well send the side scores it through to play in round 5. Obiang. To see what sort of adjustment Ivan Bilic has made to accommodate another striker for a midfield player.
It looks as though Noble is going to be the holding midfield player. Payet will come in.
Noble. Lucas got a problem here, but he's helped by the offside line. Now, and it's always a consequence from the official's point of view of players trying to do it and deceive the referee by going down cheaply in the penalty area, so that there is a grab or a tug of a shirt. Probably thinks.
And really, if he gives a penalty, you would have to send him off because it was a goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes.
And the referee has to be 100% sure that there has been a foul, and he obviously wasn't. He looked across his assistant didn't see it either, so therefore it's the right decision.
Well, Andy Carroll's time as a Liverpool player wasn't as fulfilling as either he or the club hoped. When he was not a panic buy, I think that's a bit unfair, but he was a decision made after Chelsea came in for Fernando Torres, splashed their cash and maybe for Liverpool plenty to spend in Newcastle's direction. Here's Sturridge, through for Origi, but not quite.
Nearly a very clever pass and a good run from Origi. Just going back to Andy Carroll, 2 forwards were bought virtually on the same day, weren't they? One we didn't know too much about, or certainly that time. Suarez.
He left more of an imprint in Liverpool's political history. I thought the imprint was slittering, of course, but the good far outweighed the bad. Well, wouldn't have wanted a long night, football-wise, health-wise, but it's heading in that direction.
Certainly is. The last 10 minutes or so, not really seeing too many opportunities. Payet's going to play alongside Andy Carroll up front, and you're absolutely right, Valencia's gone to that left-hand side, Antonio to the right.
Sturridge, Benteke. It should be a fantastic finish to the 90 minutes because of the attacking options now on Benteke. It will suit West Ham to go wider when they can and not overrun it in midfield as Mark Noble did then. Benteke. Ibe. Sturridge. Ibe's kept going, and Sturridge cleverly through the legs of O'Brien. That's what he brings, such quick feet, such imagination in attacking play.
An instinctive player at times. Goes past Obiang, nutmegs O'Brien, and suddenly Liverpool are in a good position they scored from.
But no Coutinho to take it this time.
Do you think the wall will jump?
Well, there are a couple of different members of it, aren't there? Carroll and Collins.
Who's favourite here? Benteke looks as though he's happy to take it. It's on his right foot.
Well, it would do wonders for his status as a Liverpool player if he could come up with the winning goal here and take them through to round 5. Sturridge leaves it to Benteke. Randolph keeps it out. It's a decent effort.
Great
goalkeeper
effort.
going across his line, not really his side.
He won't have seen that until quite late. Does well just to get both hands on it and palm it away. But better from Benteke.
It's always hiding to nothing for goalkeepers who are supposed to cover one side of the goal, and Wayne Hennessy of Crystal Palace was criticised at the weekend, giving Gylfi Sigurdsson his side of the goal to shoot at and score in. But later in the same game he made a save behind the wall because he was gambling, as a bit like Randolph did then. It's O'Brien, of course, who's another one, and a number of players tonight who haven't played that much first-team football recently. And a match of this intensity will take its toll. It might be a calf, or it might just be cramp.
That's why it was a good decision to take Kouate off and not risk somebody else.
Being told from down the touchline level that Kouate actually was knocked out. So he probably gathered that from the urgency with the players around him, somebody on the medical team. So not just tactically, but medically, it was the right thing to keep him off. And Joey O'Brien will be assessed here. There's going to be another player coming on, well known to Liverpool eyes as well as West Ham eyes, because he's only been here this season on loan from Chelsea, Victor Moses.
Here was the goal for Antonio. What a great goal it was. Good technique, adjusted his feet. Here's the equaliser, just as clever and just as good a technique. It's very difficult to actually get the ball on the ground underneath the wall and get it through with enough power, but he certainly did it.
Well, let's hope for Joey O'Brien it's just a case of a bit of muscle fatigue. I don't think it's going to keep him out much longer. If so, Sam Byram is available for the Premier League games, of course, on being signed from Leeds, but not eligible to play in the FA Cup. Cup tied. Victor Moses is on.
And Antonio has gone to right back. Showing versatility.
Given away to Payet. Oh, he's trying to get some loop in the header there, Enner Valencia.
What a pass this is from Payet. All given away by Origi. It's a good run from Valencia, just pulling off the shoulder of the defender, Ilori. Everything was right about it, tried to head it back across Mignolet.
Carroll. Now Valencia.
Well defended by Flanagan. West Ham had lots of players in the box there as that cross was about to come in.
Payet. Ogbonna and Obiang. And towards Carroll. It's offside.
He'd take a whack to the back of the head, Andy Carroll, as Mignolet came out. Just makes his run a fraction too early. Mignolet going with one hand. Wasn't the best technical punch.
Antonio in his new position. Carroll would have been offside had he gone for it. He's not moving too well at the moment. He's had the back problems and the sciatic nerve down the hamstring. He's got there a bit of a wince. Payet. Here's Moses. Anyway, can come and catch. And Carroll was nowhere near getting into the penalty box.
Well, that's what Moses can give to West Ham. Plenty of pace to run in behind. He's one of the best counter-attacking runners with the ball in the Premier League when he did his best. Now Antonio's taken a whack. Origi judged to have made a back for him. Not sure what Origi can do there. He's watching the ball. He's nasty ball though, isn't it?
Damage the neck muscle. All the substitutes are on now. Collins, one of them, who takes the free kick. Looking for Carroll, another one. Noble to strike it.
Good strike as well with the outside of his right boot. That's where Andy Carroll can be a nuisance. He won the first ball in the air. West Ham kept it alive to get it to Noble.
And contribution, that tower of strength.
When he knew exactly what that was going to do then, that was try a little nutmeg, and came and dealt with it well. And then Antonio gets himself booked. Lovely little turn from Origi. Not so good from the makeshift right back. It's certainly been a good signing for West Ham.
Lucas with the free kick. Out by Ogbonna. Noble. Looking for Enna Valencia here. For a moment, looks as though he's going to get in behind Flanagan.
Another player that's going to be tested. Flanagan hasn't played that much football over the last couple of years.
A couple of minutes plus added time away from extra time here. Stewart, who was booked earlier, you might recall, he's a little sensitive to go into that. He's got himself hurt. Liverpool want the game stopped. West Ham play on. Carroll's offside.
Shouldn't really be offside there, should he, Andy Carroll? You're absolutely right. Stewart thought about sliding in for this challenge, having already been booked. Decided against it. Oh, it's a tight one. Very, very tight. May have just been half a yard offside. Here's that challenge. Bobian gets the ball, but he goes right through Stewart as well.
He's had to work very hard, Kevin Stewart, to get first-team football. He couldn't do that at Spurs. And he's got a good education in the game. It's his local club. He comes from Enfield, very much Tottenham territory. And Liverpool took him on. And always felt, Alex Inglethorpe, who's the academy coach, was at Tottenham, so knew him. And always felt that he might have a part to play midfield. He was most fullback at Spurs. And his first-team football has been in that holding midfield role under Jurgen Klopp for Liverpool.
Quite sure who Jurgen Klopp was having a go at there. Luke has been excellent, hasn't he? That centre-back read the game well, stepped out at the right time. He's been competitive in the air.
Antonio's going to try and hurl this into where he might have to defend against Carroll, though. It's a long way to throw it. But it gets there. Lucas got the touch too. And I've rolled away from Cresswell, who anticipated the back pass, but Valencia got there anyway. It was such a pull. And it ends up as a corner conceded by Flanagan. we're hearing that there will be 8 extra minutes.
Most of that would have been for Kouate. A couple of other injuries. I think the crowd will be shocked when this ball goes up, though.
It is. Collins and Carroll on, but Mignolet in command. Good headers of the ball, reinforcing West Ham in these set pieces. Misjudged by Ogbonna, and he was totally wrong side. Quickly taken to Sturridge, half cleared by Collins, and carried by Randolph from Ibe.
Well, Liverpool didn't mess about, they got on with it quickly. Free kick was given against Ogbonna, got it out wide, cross came into the box, and Ibe did well to keep it down with his left foot. Just the right sort of height for Randolph.
Smith's throw. Cleverly done by Origi. Smith holding off Antonio. Work way to Payet. Which always gives an extra sense of anticipation around this stadium, but his promise unfulfilled there.
I think it's been unfulfilled all evening. Really been at his best, Payet. There's the man. There's the quick free kick. Sturridge just tries to play it into a dangerous area with the clearance. It's a fairly easy save in the end for Randolph.
He might have more to do here.